playing fast, getting the ball up the court. If you don't have an advantage or a high percentage shot, just bring it out and run your offense.
Staying within the offense, in other words.
Yep,
right?
stay within the offense.
And the starting group for the Spurs. Trey Lyles out there with DeRozan. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's Derek White. And it's Forbes in at the shooting guard position. And for the Raptors, Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Red Van Vliet out there with Lowry. And it's Ibaka in at the 5 down low. And Ibaka slams it in.
The aggressive side of Serge coming through as Serge himself at the rim.
Passes it to Forbes. Now Lyles. Looking for Aldridge. He gets it there. Back to Lyles. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Anunoby. Pass to Van Vliet. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time. Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
And White kicks to Lyles. Down low, here's DeRozan. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
Right in the teeth of that defense, DeRozan explosive through contact.
Lowry feeling it out a bit. It's stolen by DeRozan. Aldridge trying to break free. And again, it's Demar Derozan. DeRozan's got 6.
Physical defense, but DeRozan with great focus and great upper body strength.
Here's Siakam. And it's sent back by Aldridge. Here is Forbes, covered by Van Vliet. Outside, White. Right side, Aldridge. 6 to shoot. And the foul called on OG Anunoby. That's his first foul. Here's DeRozan. He had a 30-point outing their last game against Oklahoma City. Leaner from distance. And another basket for San Antonio.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Here's Anunoby. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Miami.
He owned the glass in that one, too. No one could put a body on him.
White, good.
Assist goes to Forbes.
Here's Van Vliet, hoping to put that miserable performance against Miami behind him tonight. Outside Lowry. Shoots over Lyles. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Nothing went right on that offensive possession except the result.
And White kicks to Aldridge. White the pass to Aldridge. Outside DeRozan. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots from the line, and he hits the jump shot. DeRozan's got 10.
They have leaned on him all quarter, and it has worked to perfection.
And it's Lowry penetrating. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And there are guys who can drive like Lowry, but not many that can shoot as well, too. That's what opens up his penetration game.
And White kicks to Forbes. There's the pass to Lyles. Here's Aldridge, and the Spurs scoring again.
Trying to attack the heart of that defense with great teamwork.
And Raptors president of basketball operations Masai Ujiri not just doing an amazing job in Toronto, he's also had a huge role in the growing of the game in Africa.
Growing up in Nigeria, he fell in love with the game of basketball, and he has worked his way up. Now he's giving a hand back, building pathways for others to follow in his footsteps, bringing the development and leadership to the continent.
White, good.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Anunoby passes to Lowry. Down it goes, his third basket. He's now 3 for 4. And so White will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. They lead by 4. Pass to Lyles from deep. And it's Toronto with the rebound. In this matchup with the Spurs, it's their first meeting of the season.
And really, this is a team that expects to beat everyone when they step on the floor, but they were only able to split the series last year.
They are not short in confidence, but they can't get too carried away because it could cost them the game.
Oh, here's Van Vliet. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's Lyles. Outside, White. And another basket for San Antonio.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
To the paint, here's Lowry. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. And it's 8 points for Kyle Lowry.
Kyle Lowry is a very tough guy for 6'1". He's a guy who loves to attack the inside, even though he's small.
Now here's White. 6 points for him. No good that time. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
A bad outing offensively. You break that game down, their issues were pretty clear.
You know, it started off poor execution at the top of the list for me, and that typically leads to a low field goal percentage.
Raptors with the lead. Passes it to Van Vliet. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
Oh, that's great awareness. That's a great pass. Credit Siakam and the work he's done to understand where everyone is in this offense.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. Hollis Jefferson comes in for OG Anunoby. Powell, he's checked in for Fred Van Vliet. And McCaw is subbed in for Kyle Lowry. Now here's Gay. 9-point game his last outing. Lets a floater go. Got a piece of it. Fast break Toronto. Here's McCaw. Finished off the break. And now a 5-point Toronto lead.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Pass to Hollis Jefferson. And looking at the real stats, real scores from the real NBA, we can see the teams that make the most of their trips to the foul line. The Raptors third.
You know, it's really a team-wide talent. You want to foul to stop layups, but against them, you're not saving much. They'll make you pay time and again.
2 shots.
And that one misses. Steve, the player tracking data is kind of an interesting thing. It's a big part of scouting now. In fact, AI can accumulate that right from the TV feed, which to me is amazing.
It is. I think if it doesn't distract or take away from our game, to have that type of information live and from a player being able to play in a game, I think it's helpful for everything, for scouting, for, I would say, health reasons, for guys, conditioning. I love it, as long as it doesn't distract from the game.
That's a good point. The pass to Purdy. Powell against Bellinelli. Kicks to Kira. A 3 from Gay. Here's Pirtle, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket.
Got to be on the lookout for Pirtle crashing the glass, using his body to wreck the defense on the boards.
Here's McCall. He's usually able to provide some lift to his team, averaging 6 points a game. The drive by Siakam, and Pirtle sends it back. Here's Murray, the pass to Gay.
Some players never recover from a torn Achilles. Rudy Gay has come back and as good as ever. Still one of the most productive small forwards we have in the league.
It's his first trip to the line. First one falls for him.
Rudy Gay has been in the league for over a decade now. A valuable wingman with incredible length.
Davis is checked in for Toronto. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Here's Toronto. They're on a 13-5 run. Here's McCaw. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Spurs trail by 4. And Steve, the size and athleticism of Gay has always set him apart at that small forward position.
He's able to make something out of nothing, playing over the top most of the time of his defender. He is dangerous.
Boy, both teams racking up the points to start this game.
And you wonder how long they can keep it going. At some point, you expect the defense will adjust.
Now here's Powell. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Carroll with the rebound.
A for effort, but when there's that much resistance at the rim, better find another option.
Murray the pass to Gay. That ties it up.
Over the years, Rudy Gay has added a lot of bulk to his frame. You see it right there off contact.
And here is Powell. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game.
That's his first personal foul.
And the Raptors with the ball. McCaw kicks to Powell. 6 on the shot clock. The 3.
Demar Derozan is known very well for his defense, especially his ability to crowd shooters on their release. Effort play, pursuing the basketball. Love how he puts in the work.
Now here's Murray. 9 points last game.
And making his return from the ACL tear, DeJounte Murray, long, athletic, and young. He still has a very bright future.
For San Antonio, they have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
Free throw good, Murray.
I can't wait to see Murray reach his full potential. Reason why? Because he has a lot of it.
And so Murray nails both of them. Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Powell kicks to McCaw. 1:29 left in the first quarter. It's stolen by Carroll. Gay outside. Over Davis. Misses off the right iron. Toronto with the ball. No good there. Gay with the defensive effort. San Antonio's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. 58 seconds left to play here in the first. Powell against Gay. Offensive rebound. And here's Gay. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. And it's blocked. Powell for three. Drills it from outside. And the Raptors lead by 3.
That's a smart move to pull up for a 3 on the break. Defenses usually pack the paint and forget to guard the outside jump shot.
Carroll kicks to Murray. 23 seconds left in the first quarter. The teardrop falls in.
There's the floater game. Murray incredibly smooth in everything he does.
Here's McCall. He's covered by Murray. To the wing on the left. Here's Hollis Jefferson. It's blocked, but he recovers it. From downtown, what a play! Simply drains it in at the buzzer. Big one is working hard. It builds a chemistry.
And a culture. Kevin, winning teams all have it. It's not enough to be here. You want to win.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from what we've seen so far from the Raptors, guys, your thoughts?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
And you know this, most of the time, offensive rebounds generate high percentage looks.
McCaw is out there with Davis. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Hollis Jefferson in at the 4. That's the group for Toronto to start the second quarter. Now here's Gay. From 13. And Davis pulls it down.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, one of the reasons Toronto was able to win the NBA championship was the astronomical improvement from Pascal Siakam, who was recognized as the league's most improved player. It was the dream of Pascal's late father that he'd reach this level, and his determination to make that reality has brought him a long way from home. Kevin?
It has indeed, D.A. Great story, and thank you.
Doing his part to help stretch the defense. Gay looking confident from range.
Davis looking for an opening. Here's Powell. Unable to get that one. Some solid defense from Gay. Dishes it to Mills. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Bellinelli with it. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. It's deflected. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And let's run down for you the top 3-point shooting point guards in the league this season. You look at Mills, dangerous player from three-point land, a great talent with a great release.
You know, if there are no other options available, any of these guys can just step back and knock down a triple. Great backup plan for any point guard to have.
It is. The ball is in their hands, and these guys feel comfortable stepping back behind that line and knocking it down.
A strange saga last season for Patrick McCaw. Restricted free agent with the Warriors. He sat out, Smitty, for months.
He did, Kevin. Eventually signed a non-guaranteed deal with the Cleveland Cavaliers, but he was waived within days, prompting a league investigation. A promising young player, the Dubs didn't want to lose him, and eventually signed with the Toronto Raptors, and he won another chip.
Hey, Steve, if your team is holding on to a narrow lead, which player do you want defending that last shot of the game?
I would say Kawhi Leonard. Giannis because of his length, Paul George, Draymond Green, and I really love Klay Thompson. Not that he's going to block the shot, but he always stays in position.
Here's McCall. 10 points for him. Now, here's Lowry. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Up top, Mills. Lowry covering to the middle. It's picked off. Three minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Now the dish to Powell. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Lowry against Aldridge. But they recover it. Shots good by Ibaka.
Excellent timing on the offensive glass, and Ibaka takes advantage of the second chance opportunity.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's DeRozan. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. DeRozan's got 12 points in the game.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
Lowry can't get that one to fall. Spurs trail by 8. Mills passes to Gay. Here is Forbes. Feeds to DeRozan. And that one is off. And Toronto will go the other way with it. So it's off to Brooklyn after this game as they have the Nets to look forward to. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. And it's blocked by Ibaka.
And that's how you do it. Ibaka still able to surprise people very quick off the floor.
Some changes for Toronto. Siakam is checked in for Hollis Jefferson. OG Anunoby comes in for Patrick McCall. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Powell. Now here's Mills. Defense right on him. Inside. Here's Aldridge. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
This is his wheelhouse. LaMarcus Aldridge, unstoppable from mid-range.
Now VanVleet. 9 points in the game so far. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Mills looking it over. The shot's good. Mills has got his first 2 points.
You know, he's not someone who spends a ton of time in the painted area, but Patty Mills looking comfortable on that one.
Back to Lowry. Rebounded by the Spurs.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Aldridge kicks to Gay. Passes to Mills. To the inside. Here's Aldridge. Some solid defense from Ibaka. Raptors leading by 6. And here's the fast break. Siakam leading the way.
He's a well-coordinated athlete who will outwork you. Siakam hustles up the floor on every possession.
Here's Mills. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. The shot's good from Forbes.
Dial it up. This is a play you can keep running for Forbes until the defense adjusts.
Here's Siakam. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Siakam's got 4 points in the quarter.
Shooting much better this quarter than last. You can see his confidence growing.
Pass to Gay. He kicks it to Forbes. Here's Aldridge. And the Spurs scoring again.
Offense at such a premium these days. You see why LaMarcus gets the max deal. The Spurs in a transition period. No Tim Duncan, Manu Ginobili, Tony Parker, Kawhi Leonard, all retired or have moved on. Interesting to see how they stay competitive.
Now here's DeRozan. After the miss from Serge Ibaka.
Well, with how great DeMar DeRozan is at scoring, you know he's going to get to the line a few times every game.
The Spurs shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
It's exciting to watch a guy develop the way DeRozan has. The ball handling, the passing, the three-point shooting. He's become one of the better all-around players in this league.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Trey Lyles checked in for Gay. Derek White comes in for Bryn Forbes. And Murray subbed in for Patty Mills. DeMar DeRozan hits them both. And here's Lowry. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Miami. Now the pass to Anunoby. Shot clock at 6. Takes the 3, and it's sent back by Aldridge.
I mean, showing great anticipation. Aldridge was all over that shot.
Outside, White. Down low. And the dunk by Aldridge.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
This is a close-knit group. They feed off one another's energy.
So, timeout call.
8 rebounds and 3 assists. And he is such a huge part of what this team does on offense.
Yes, night in and night out, he's their go-to option. He accepts that responsibility and thrives at it.
Now, here's Siakam. He's a guy that can score, no doubt, averaging over 25 points a game. And Siakam throws it down.
That's what you get from a veteran playmaker. If you get open, Lowry will find you.
Murray with it. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Outside DeRozan. And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That's foul number 2 for him.
All this means is he has to be careful. Don't want to pick up a cheapie and get sent to the bench with 3 fouls.
Here's DeRozan. He's got 14. Finished off by DeRozan.
Watching DeRozan tonight, you're reminded of how good, how resourceful a scorer he can be.
Toronto's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Knocked away. To the inside. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Spurs trail by 3. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
In this period, they're feeding him, and he's feeling it. Well, the first 9 seasons of DeMar DeRozan's career in Toronto, it had become home for him. Last season, the adversity of a trade that sent him to San Antonio.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Boucher is checked in. Davis is subbed in for Kyle Lowry. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for the Spurs. One drops. He ties it up. And Smitty, a real adjustment for DeRozan, leaving behind the only NBA team he had ever known after so long.
Yeah, he's been instrumental in taking the Raptors franchise to new heights. A lot of emotions. I think he understands he's going to grow from that experience.
And Pirtle sends it back. White down low. He's guarded by Davis. White, good.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
White against Davis. Siakam outside. Pass to Van Vliet. 5 to shoot. Takes the 12-footer and hits. Van Vliet's got the game tied up here for the Raptors.
Carving out just enough space for mid-range. Good look.
Left side, DeRozan. Floats one up. Oh, and he pops it off the glass. Wow. Here's Anunoby. DeRozan defending.
And the penetrating ability of Anunoby. Confident when it comes to attacking the defense.
Murray against Siakam. Murray the pass to Lyles. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 3 assists in the game.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Now here's Van Vliet. He's got 13. Davis the pass to Anunoby. To the paint. Here's Van Vliet. No good with the layup.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic.
White, good.
Defensive breakdown. Murray attracts attention as a scorer, which opens up everything else.
And so here's Toronto, following the three-pointer by San Antonio. Van Vliet kicks to Anunoby. Pass to Boucher. DeRozan with the rebound.
Great defensive effort. Just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
And Fred VanVleet is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game. Norman Powell's checked in for Anunoby. Then for the Spurs, Damari Carroll comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Bellinelli in for White. Murray outside. Pass to Pirtle. Unloads from 9. Score the basket. His second of 2 attempts.
Really nice work. Pirtle going to town on the weak defense down in the paint.
Raptors trail by 5. Now, here's Siakam. He has 6. From deep three-point range, and that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's DeMar DeRozan making highlights for San Antonio. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D has had early even first couple of quarters. The second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. And the Toronto Raptors knew in trading for Kawhi Leonard that he might not stick around. Even after his decision returned to his hometown of Los Angeles, Greg, the Raptors have to feel good about the way it all worked out for him.
Kevin, the first championship in franchise history, and now they set about working their way back to the mountaintop. Some talented young players and quality vets, not to mention an outstanding front office. I think it'd be a mistake to count them out.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the court right now for the Spurs, DeRozan out there with Trey Lyles. Then it's White. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Forbes in at the 2-guard spot. And the Spurs with possession here after the Raptors pick up 2. There's the pass to Aldridge. Back to DeRozan. 6 to shoot. Goes up the baseline. The shot off that time, so the Raptors will take it the other way.
Shaky start to the half. Going 1 for 4. Still trying to find that groove.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Now here's White. He's got 13. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Siakam.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a three-point opportunity.
Injuries pressing Derek White into a much bigger role in year 2. But you know what, Smitty? He rose to the occasion.
You know, I love him. He has great size at 6'4" for a point guard. Good instincts. He can shoot. He can create. I love his versatility.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good.
And you look at all the under-the-radar prospects that have found success with the Spurs. How do they keep hitting on all these players other teams have missed?
They do a great job with their player development. They also do a great job identifying players with great character. They have guys who work extremely hard. They have great coaching, and they teach. But more importantly, what they do, GA, they give you confidence. And that's where I think the Spurs separate from other organizations.
Now, here's Siakam. 8 points for him. And it's sent back by Aldridge. Here's White. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
This will be his third free throw shot of the game.
And on the season, he's just a shade under 80 from the line. I'll bet he'd like to get that up over that mark.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And that one falls for White.
The Toronto Raptors are an elite defensive group. Reasons why: they're long, they're smart, and they're experienced.
Now here is Lowry. He's got 10. Here's Ibaka. Count that one. Ibaka's got 6.
Powerful move. Ibaka with the natural explosiveness to finish through contact.
You talk about the defensive IQ, Smitty, for the Raptors. Where does that reveal itself?
For me, Kevin, their rotations. They are able to send help, double teams, and still recover and get out to shooters.
The Spurs have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
You know, he's standing 6'11" with a 7'5" wingspan. LaMarcus Aldridge prefers playing power forward, but make no mistake, he has the size to hang with the big dogs at center.
Both free throws good from Aldridge. And with his height and reach, not many that can block Aldridge's turnaround jumper.
His release on his jump shot is so high. The rainbow arc, it's a beautiful thing to watch.
Now here is Lowry. 10 points for him. Pass to Ibaka. Fades. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got 4 assists in the game.
And from that mid-range area, Serge gotten pretty reliable.
White against Siakam. Right side, White. And the rejection by Ibaka. Siakam looking around. Passes it to Lowry. Pass to Van Fleet. Rebounded by the Spurs. Aldridge has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here is Forbes. The pass to Aldridge. Now here's DeRozan. taken away. An even 3-on-3 break. And it's blocked. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. To the middle. Aldridge double teamed. And it's blocked by Ibaka. They retain possession. A nice shot by Aldridge. Raptors trail by 8. Now Van Vliet. 15 points in the game. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on LaMarcus Aldridge.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
And only 6 feet tall in shoes, Fred Van Vliet's not the biggest, but his toughness, Greg. His toughness, mentally and physically, is unquestioned.
And Kevin, growing up in Rockford, Illinois, gave him that perspective. Friends and family gone too soon. Basketball was the path to something better.
They throw good, Van Vliet.
The Spurs with the league's longest active playoff streak, 22 years and running, not to mention 5 titles in that span. No wonder the Spurs are viewed as the league's model franchise.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Hollis Jefferson comes in for Pascal Siakam. And it's Patrick McCaw in for Anunoby. Well, Steve, the Spurs are so well run. If they played in a top 5 market, they might be the most popular team in the NBA by now.
You know what, Kevin? They probably would, but this is the way this organization likes it. They like to be quiet and under the radar. They like to sustain success, and they like to build a great culture. At the same time, the small market is really a part of their culture.
And they definitely have the edge in those fast break points.
They can't be afraid to keep pushing the basketball in transition because in a half-court set, they're struggling a little bit.
The wide open look here for DeRozan. Misses the wing chair.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Lowry can't get it to go. Spurs leading by 4. And Mills kicks to DeRozan. The rebound by Ibaka. Ibaka's got his 5th rebound in this one.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
Van Vliet with the bucket.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Now here's Gay. He's got 8. Back to Mills. Clock at 6. Takes a shot at the elbow. Aldridge finds DeRozan. Can't hit from 12.
He had it rolling and then lost it for some reason. Let's see if he can get it back while it still matters.
Now that one from Van Vliet.
Man, I'll tell you, when you get your floater game going, it's a tremendous weapon.
Pass to Aldridge. Here is Forbes. Lets the 3 fly. Rebounded by Serge Ibaka. Ibaka's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's McCall. He's got 10. He feeds it to Ibaka. And it's sent back by Aldridge. Stolen. Here's Van Vliet. And Ibaka slams it in.
This is the kind of physical play we saw from Ibaka early in his career. We're seeing it again now.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. And in recent seasons, we've seen Serge Ibaka. Boucher is checked in, and it's Powell in for Fred Van Vliet. Damari Carroll's checked in for San Antonio. Bellinelli comes in for Bryn Forbes. And it's Lowry with the ball, brings it up for Toronto. And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here. And a chance now to look at the schedule coming up for the Toronto Raptors. On Saturday, they'll face off against DeAndre Jordan and the Brooklyn Nets. And then on Tuesday, they'll be playing against Damian Lillard and the Portland Trail Blazers.
And looking at the Hornets matchup,
This is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
Shot clock at 5. Here's McCaw, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Well, the Raptors' Nick Nurse winning an NBA title in his first season. Greg is an NBA head coach.
The first time a head coach who'd also helmed a team in a foreign league has won it. Nurse often reminisces fondly on those days coaching in Europe. And this summer, he was entrusted with coaching the Canadian national team at the FIBA World Cup.
2 shots. That's on the first.
And the first one drops. Siakam is checked in for Toronto. Davis comes in for Kyle Lowry. San Antonio also making some changes. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Aldridge. And Murray's subbed in for Patty Mills. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Passes it to Gay. And here's Carroll. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Gay left side. Over Siakam. That one's good, and the Raptor lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Gay.
Boy, I'll tell you, from mid-range, Rudy's shot mechanics look effortless.
Davis against Bellinelli. Pass to Powell. Back to Davis. The Raptors need to get a shot at. On deep. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
All right, a chance to take a look at some stats for Murray. Some nice work from him over the last 10 games. 5th in steals, and with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, you put the ball in his hands, and he converts at a remarkable rate.
And back to what you said, top 5 in steals this year. Quick hands and great anticipation. To the left wing, Poeltl. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Poeltl's got it all tied up now for the Spurs.
Love Murray's scoring potential, but the development of his playmaking may be an even higher priority.
Here's McCaw. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
That's his first personal foul.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line.
Patrick McCaw at the line for 2.
First free throw is good. And so he hits both.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
On the wing, Bellinelli. Bangs home the trifecta. Bellinelli's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Siakam with it. He's got 8. It's stolen by Carroll. Inside, it's deflected. And stolen by Siakam. With the fadeaway. And Poeltl pulls it down. Gay dishes to Murray. Davis with the double team. And there's the pass to Carroll. Lets it go with a three. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Here's McCall. 14 points for him. He dishes it to Powell. Pass to Siakam. And here is Powell. Defended by Pirtle. And the Raptors miss again. And Murray's got the ball here for the Spurs. It's a one-point game. Next up for them, the Bucks in Milwaukee. That'll be the second of this two-game road trip. Carroll passes to Pirtle. Back to Carroll. 5 on the clock. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. From deep three-point range. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Well, if you believe that a point guard's defense is just as important as his offense, then these guys have been outstanding lately. The point guard steal leaders from the past 10 games. DeJounte Murray, fourth.
And not only are these players tremendous at picking a ball handler's pocket, but as terrific point guards, they also know how to jump into passing lanes and get a steal or deflection that way as well.
What I love about it, these guys are dialed in defensively. That's the game plan for these guys. Defensive mindset first.
Unloads from 13. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Raptors lead by 1.
You know, before coaches started running plays for him, this is where Siakam would get his points, on the offensive glass.
And Murray, here we go. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And that's just a great individual play right through the teeth of the defense.
A season loss to injury for DeJounte Murray. He's eager to make up for the lost time, continuing his development.
Derek White's checked in for Rudy Gay.
One shot.
Throw good, Murray. And the potential Smitty for DeJounte Murray is evident.
He's already a tough defender. He has great size and length for the point guard position. Offense is where he has to grow.
That one a little long.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Here's White. Here's Carroll, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
You have to love the activity level of Demar Carroll when a shot comes off the rim.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And, of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
OG Anunoby's checked in for Toronto. And that one misses.
Demar Carroll doesn't get to the line a terrible amount of times for a wing player, but you know what you like about him? When he gets there, he can convert them.
Now here is Davis. No points in the game yet for him. Shots good by Boucher.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Murray finds Pirtle. White with it. 30 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far. The drive by Siakam. And Pirtle sends it back. And here comes White, leading the fast break. He can't get that one to fall.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm. Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. From deep. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. We're at what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. On the wings, Powell and Anunoby. And it's Davis in at the point. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Siakam kicks to Powell. Passes it to Anunoby. Rebounded by the Spurs. Carroll's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Murray. Pirtle, the pass to Murray. Siakam against Bellinelli. Down low. He's looking for Pirtle and finds him. Good D by Siakam.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
And so Siakam will bring it up for Toronto. Davis dishes to Powell. Here's Anunoby. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Marco Bellinelli picks them. An accomplished family for Anunoby. His father's a professor. His brother played pro football.
And OG Anunoby, he's put together like a football player himself. A powerfully built player for a wing.
Makes it, and the next one could tie it up.
And the Raptors took some heat for parting ways with reigning Coach of the Year Dwayne Casey. But his successor, Nick Nurse, guided this franchise to an NBA title.
Tremendous self-belief and determination. The only NBA head coach who was also a head coach in college, the G League, and overseas. He's been preparing for this for a long time.
That one is no good. 2 seasons at Indiana for OG Anunoby. And the 23rd pick of the 2017 draft. Great talk about his game.
You know, NBA ready physically from day one. You know, still working for consistency with the shooting, especially at the free throw line. But I like his potential as a two-way player.
San Antonio making a switch here. Forbes checked in. Here's DeRozan. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And so the ball's out of bounds. Powell touched it last. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Count it, good.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both teams trying to close out strong. These are the fireworks that fans came to see.
That one goes. Count it. That's 12 points for Siakam.
Oh, great concentration from Siakam. Takes the hit, yet his eyes never leave the rim.
White. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. The Raptors making a switch here. Lowry's checked in. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
It's interesting. No free throw attempts for him in the first half. He's finally pushing the action and reaping the reward.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
White the pass to Aldridge. Now here's DeRozan, guarded closer. And no good. Good work defensively by Ibaka. Toronto, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play.
Great defensive effort, just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
Here's DeRozan. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Siakam left side. To the wing on the left. Here's Anunoby. DeRozan defending. Shot clock at 5. It's stolen by Lyles. Jumps up. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Second free throw, no good.
Unfortunate that he missed one, but he still hit a crucial point there to help get his team the lead.
And Siakam throws it down.
Aggressive move from Siakam, putting all that length and athleticism to work.
Pass to Lyles. To the inside. And Aldridge slams it in. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
Outside Lowry. And he banks in the layup. Van Vliet's got 14 points now in the second half.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Lyles kicks to Forbes. Here's DeRozan. Another shot. And it's laid up and in by Aldridge.
LaMarcus does this well, getting into the mix and creating buckets off the offensive rebounds.
Here's Lowry. Good for his 6th make in a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And White kicks to Lyles. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Now here is Lowry. Defense is right there. He blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle.
And the truth is, this league would have been much bigger had he shot better.
And good that time. Van Vliet's got 29.
And I don't think anyone knew that Siakam would be this kind of playmaker coming out of New Mexico. In fact, I can almost guarantee it.
And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You two.
And San Antonio has possession. Aldridge dishes to White. And the pass to DeRozan. Just 5 on the clock. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Siakam with it. Now guarded by DeRozan. A shot by Lowry. Wide open. Drops in the tray. And it's a 3-point Toronto lead.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass.
Here's DeRozan. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
The aggressiveness that DeRozan attacks the rim with is what gets him to the line more often than not.
It's common to see wing players improve their perimeter shooting in the league, but DeMar DeRozan's most striking growth has been his ball handling and playmaking. He's been dynamic with the ball in his hands. Shooting 2.
That's good from Demar Derozan. And Greg DeRozan watching a ton of films of guys like Andre Miller and Sam Cassell operating in the pick and roll.
And not only that, Kevin, to strengthen his left hand, he'd use it for daily activities like writing, leaving no stone unturned to become an expert initiator.
DeMar DeRozan hits them both. And so Siakam will bring it up for the Raptors. They've led by as much as 10. It's stolen by DeRozan. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Here's Aldridge. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
LaMarcus pushing the action inside. Now goes to the line where he can be phenomenal.
Shooting 2.
The free throw drops for Aldridge.
And in a league that's obsessed with threes and layups, LaMarcus Aldridge defying the trend, really feasting on a steady diet of mid-range jumpers.
And so LaMarcus Aldridge nails them both. And that turnaround jumper of Aldridge's, Greg, just impossible to defend.
Long arms, that high release point. When it's falling, well, we saw him give OKC 56. This man can take over.
Van Vliet fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's his first personal foul.
Free throw good, Van Vliet. Now here's White. To the paint, here's DeRozan, and it's blocked right out of the air and controls it. Here's Siakam. No good. So the Spurs will take it the other way. To the middle, here's Aldridge. That one, no good. Ibaka with some nice D. Lowry kicks to Van Vliet. Aldridge against Ibaka. Pass to Anunoby. Shot clock at 6. Fires the 3. And it's sent back by Aldridge. But they'll get another chance. Shot's good by Ibaka. And the Raptors lead by 4.
If you let Serge get looks in there, he's going to shoot him for a very high percentage.
White looking around. Pass to Lyles. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Lyles got 5 points in the quarter.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
And I don't think he expected to get that good of a look. Poor communication defensively.
And the Raptors call time here.
We got to go get it. 50-50 balls, getting to the basket. We have to give it all right now. Kevin?
Now here is Lowry. Pass to Van Vliet. Here's Anunoby. Off target from three-point range.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
It's stolen by Lyles. Here is Forbes, covered by Van Vliet. And Forbes kicks to Lyles. To tie it up. Tips it up, and it's DeRozan with the extra effort. DeRozan's got the game tied up here for San Antonio.
Yeah, he's had just one make in 7 attempts here in the fourth, not providing a whole lot of offense down the stretch.
Lowry passes to Ibaka. And it's White with the rebound. And so White will bring it up for San Antonio. DeRozan, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And Toronto called for the foul.
Shooting 2.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1. Both free throws good from DeRozan.
And he's given them a good contribution at the line tonight, getting there a lot and delivering on his opportunities.
Lowry passes to Van Vliet. Back to Lowry. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Lyles. Lyles got rebound number 8 now on the night. Outside DeRozan. And he banks in the layup. DeRozan's got 27 points.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
Here's Van Vliet. Siakam trying to free himself up. Here's White. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And it's a 6-point San Antonio lead.
Cutting his teeth in the Spurs system, Forbes has improved at keeping his eyes up and finding the open man.
And the Raptors call time here.
And they're committing.
Lowry against White. The drive by Lowry. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And that time, the defender a little out of control. Serge Ibaka wily enough to draw the foul.
Raptors, Serge Ibaka. At the line for 2.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
The first one falls.
Serge Ibaka has gone through a lot of roles since he's entered the league. Now pretty much a shot-blocking stretch 4.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Spurs leading by 5. Now DeRozan. And finished off by DeRozan.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
.146 left in the fourth quarter. To the inside. Lyles. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Siakam.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
At the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
It's the first, and that stretches their lead to 8. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 9-point ball game here. Not a lot of time left for the Raptors in this one. 1:27 left in the fourth quarter. Over to the left wing. Van Vliet can't get it to go.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Lowry against White. The pass to Lyles. Shot from 12. And the shot goes down. Lyles got 9 points now in just the second half.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Spurs.
The blocking really turned things into their favor this time.
Great timing, anticipation. They got the blocks, and that definitely changed the momentum of this game.
And so this will mark the 15th win of the year for them.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And we watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for LaMarcus Aldridge.
When it comes to protecting the rim, there are numerous ways to do that. The most exciting of those, just send shots back. And that's what he did tonight in volume.
Now DeRozan, following the miss by Kyle Lowry from deep. DeRozan's shot is off.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
Outside, White. And so it's San Antonio with the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you.